Have you ever suddenly realised you were hungry? Perhaps you were focused on a piece of work or talking to a friend, but you were so engrossed in it, you'd forgotten you'd not eaten for a long time. Then you get that smell from the kitchen, or perhaps from a barbecue, or perhaps someone talks about their favourite meal. Then you think, gosh, I've not eaten for a long time. So focused in something else, so engrossed, you were distracted from your hunger. Jesus hadn't eaten anything for 40 days and 40 nights. That's a really long time. He was hungry. But he wasn't sat there thinking the whole time, I'm hungry. He was sat there walking around focused on talking to God and probably occasionally thinking, gosh, I'm pretty hungry. He was focused on what he was there for. But when the devil comes and tempts him and says, turn this stone into bread, was he tempted? Gosh, you bet he was, because his mind had been triggered to focus on the food again. He was focused on the thing that he was in his humanity longing for. He was really hungry. But he doesn't lose focus on what he was there for. People don't live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. We're called to focus on God. Jesus was in the wilderness, not just to go without food for a little while. This wasn't a crash diet. He was there to talk with his Heavenly Father, and going without food for a while enabled him to be more focused on that. What is this picture of? Well, it's my Wolverhampton Wanderers mug. I'm not their number one fan probably, but I do follow them. Or how about this picture? Well, it might look familiar because you can still see the mug, but now you can see the garden in focus behind it. And when we look at these two pictures side by side, we realise that it's the same camera, the same view, the same angle, but the focus produces radically different effects. What are we focused on? Are we devoted to God, or are we driven by our hunger for all sorts of things? And we won't go into examples, it's something for you to think about. What is driving me? What is motivating me in life? Am I like Jesus, saying, every word that comes from the mouth of God is what is important to me? I want to follow the Jesus who follows fullness of life, promises fullness of life, who says, come and follow me and let's fish for people, let's tell people about God. I want to go on this grand adventure rather than thinking I want to survive for a bit longer. Please God, give me a quiet life. What is it we're here for? What are we living for? Hope in this video you've enjoyed the presence of Crush the Terrapin. Has he distracted you? Have you been listening to what I'm saying? You might need to listen to this again. Life is full of distractions, isn't it? But as we travel through life, will we be focused on and devoted to God, our Heavenly Father?